What is good, Tesla family? It's Ray J back with another video. And this one I want to talk about what's going on with the overall market, what's going on with Tesla, SPY, Nvidia, and the QQQ, and break down some important technicals. But let me first say that I am not a financial planner, so take nothing I say as financial advice. Anyways, when it comes to Tesla, I want to break down something very important. Earlier today, Tesla attempted to break out of this zone. We actually had this very nice channel, which was acting as Tesla's resistance and support, as Tesla has been downtrending over the last couple of days. Now, as Tesla's been downtrending and respecting this channel, this ended up acting as a nice resistance, and Tesla attempted to break out today. It tried to break out, came very close. We hit 242. We were holding up very nicely for a couple of hours, and then over the last hour, Tesla's been sinking back down into the channel. It's been failing as the bears are doubling down. So I want to break down some very important levels on Tesla and even more important levels on SPY, which are pivotal for the market right now. Right now, Tesla's testing this trend line. You guys see this trend line right here? Let me change the color. It's very easy for me to color code these, so it's very obvious which one I'm referring to. This blue trend line, this was previous resistance. You guys can see how this was resistance for Tesla, rejecting off this many times. This is now becoming support. We're going to be watching to see how Tesla holds 239. If we lose this support as we're trying to hold this, it's going to come all the way back down to 237, and then we're back where we were earlier today. If Tesla loses this move, it's going to start sinking even lower. That's going to be very bearish if Tesla loses 237. Right now, it's fighting. We're still seeing buyers trying to defend it, so we're going to be watching to see if Tesla can close above this or not. If we close above this, there's going to be some hope for the bulls. If it loses this, it's going to become bearish, so just be very careful with Tesla. Let's see if the bulls can defend. As far as SPY goes, I just want to warn you all that SPY right now, we're actually seeing some buyers trying to defend it, but you want to be very careful with SPY. Right now, and this is the important thing about SPY, there's some weakness in the chart. SPY attempted to break out. It attempted to break from its channel, just like how Tesla had a channel. Look at this channel right here. You guys could see. I warned you all that there's sometimes these fake breakouts where it breaks down and comes back in. But it's been stuck between these two yellow lines. You guys could see them. It was going back and forth, right? But here's the thing about that. Today, it actually attempted to break out. It tried to break out. It pushed all the way up to 471. It was trying to uptrend, trying to get back up to at least 472. And instead, the bears doubled down and they brought it right back down. We saw a lot of selling, pressure that came from the algorithms that brought it right back down. So we saw this big adjustment that was made, and we saw the algos bring it right back down to the downside as it broke below its 200 EMA. So now what's happening to SPY is this. We're shuffling around this trend line. You guys see the yellow line? Let's make this blue. Once again, I could color code this. This blue line, we're shuffling around this. We touched it, we bounced, touched it again. We're trying to bounce, we're touching it. This is acting as support right now. And this is one important level, but the next most important level, and I think it's even more important than that, is going to be 468. Okay, watch and see, do we close above 468 again, or do we get a last minute push to the downside to lose 468? You could see what's going on here, right? We're hitting 468, we're getting close to it. The buyers step in, they defend it. We touched it again, we saw buyers defend it. We're touching it again, the buyers are trying to defend it again. So you could see the bulls are getting desperate. They're trying to defend 468. They do not want to see that break. If we lose 468 on SPY, if we close below that or something happens, that's going to open the pathway for more downside, a bigger drop that's coming. And that's the reason why these bulls are just fighting. They're trying to adjust their algos. They're trying to buy in and trying to stop it from, taking a big hit. Instead, it's not really working. It's not really working right now. It's still looking very, very weak. And the question is, can the bears succeed and get us to close below 468? It is a real possibility. Or are we going to see SPY hold it and eventually get a bounce again if the bulls try to double down? So we're going to be watching this very carefully. If we lose 468, we turn bearish. If we close below that, that's very bearish. If we hold above it, there's still some hope for the bulls. So watch that very carefully right now. Resistance, we have some resistance at 469. It's not that strong. Stronger resistance is going to be around 470 and 471. SPY right now is still shuffling. It's still kind of stuck. So watch 468. That's our very, very critical level. We will see if that holds. If we lose that on SPY, it's going to lead to a much bigger drop. For the QQQ, we have nice support right now around this 396 zone, 396.5 to 396.8. That's our support. We're also shuffling around this trend line, this white trend line right over here, around the 397s. We're kind of stuck right now. If we try to push up, watch 398 as resistance, followed by 399.6 to 400, and then 402. For support, make sure you watch 397 and then 396.8 to 396.5. If we lose 396.5, we're going to turn even more bearish and watch for a move down to 395. So far, the QQQ tried to break out. It attempted to push, and if anything, we actually failed. You can see right here we have this channel. We've been stuck in this for many days. We failed to get a big breakout, and we're still kind of stuck. So watch this very, very carefully. So, excuse me, with this being stuck, we'll see how this is impacted by Nvidia and those other tickers out there. It's still just shuffling, not like SPY, which is looking a little bit weaker. Unfortunately for Nvidia, now Nvidia had a nice inverse head and shoulders setup. This did lead to a push. We pushed up to 485, which is very, very nice. If we broke this, we could push higher. But the thing is, the market started slowing down, and we saw Nvidia actually show some weakness at 485. It failed to break that, so it came back down towards 480, back up. Now it's kind of stuck in this range. It's been stuck between 480 and about 483 for the majority of the day. We also have a new channel that's developing, so I drew out this channel right here. This is forming a potential flag, so we might see Nvidia respect this. But watch 485 as key resistance. If we break this, we could turn bullish. Nvidia is still outperforming many stocks out there, still holding up decently. But we're going to be watching to see if Nvidia could hold these levels. We still have the inverse head and shoulders setup. It is still a real possibility, but we'll see if this ends up holding. If we form like a cup and handle or something else, watch it very carefully and we'll see how Nvidia does. Right now, it has some strength. Watch resistance at the levels I called out: 483, 485. And if we break 485, 488 is coming. And if we break down, there's 482, 480, then 479. As of right now, it's holding up nicely. It's just kind of stuck within the range, and we'll see if it breaks out later or not. But so far, so good from Nvidia. Apple tried to break out, but it ended up failing, unfortunately. So you can see Apple was attempting to go all the way up to 183 plus. It rejected off 183. If we close above 183, we're going to likely fill the gap up to 184.25. But we haven't been able to do that. We're likely not going to do that today. We tried to break 183 and we came back down. We're still kind of shuffling. So very tricky day. A nice attempt by the Bulls, but the Bears ended up gaining a lot of control and they're still fighting back hard. Watch 182.5 as an area where Apple is shuffling. Watch 182 flat as support, followed by 181. Watch those levels very carefully. So with that being said, those are our support and resistance levels. On SPY right now, don't forget, guys, we're shuffling in the 468. We need to hold 468 for there to be hope for the bulls. If we close below 468 or something happens, the whole market is going to sink lower, and this could actually negatively affect Tesla. So be very careful. We'll see how we react to this level. There's still quite some time left for the trading day. We will see how we end up reacting to 468, if we close above it or not. Watch it carefully. The bears are fighting hard. Be very careful in a market like this. It's very tricky right now. And we're just going to be very patient and wait for close. I'll be back after close to inform you guys about how it's looking. All right. So we'll see if we bounce or not. We'll see if we hold this, and we'll watch these levels. With the last thing I just want to mention is that I'll be going over like other pieces of data and some news involving Tesla, at least later on. So be on the lookout for my later video. Until then, thank you for listening. Have a great day and peace out.